Sergeant Boulevard, the Virginia Constitution establishes sheriffs as independent elected officers, not under the control of city or state government. Our question is, how do you interpret that independence, and how is the sheriff to be held accountable?
So, thank you. So the independent just to me means that I work for the people, right? The sheriff's office is the people's office, not mine. For me, really, working as the sheriff, you have to lead by example. That's when things can. You have to show the people that, again, I go by nobody is above the law. As a sheriff, they have things that I'm going to campaign on. And if people elected me, those are the reason why they elected me. And I'm going to make sure that my confirmed priority is what I'm going to make sure that leadership is very complicated. I tell people that it's not only what you say, but it's 80%. I say 20% is what you say, leadership. 80% is what you do. That's what is the most important. So for me, independent is just mean that I'm not going to be part of some type of clique. I understand that people are the one that vote me. I will answer to the people. I'm not going to answer to a particular group just because I want to be part of that group or because I want to keep my position. To me, is doing the right thing for the people. So that's when come ethics, right? Character, integrity. So independent to me is just people elected you, you work for the people, and you do right by people.
And Sheriff Miles?
You said the question of racial recognition. That's what it said.
The Virginia Constitution establishes sheriffs as independent elected officers, not under the control of city or state government. The question is, how do you interpret that independence, and how is the sheriff to be held accountable?
Independence sounds really good, as if there's a level of autonomy, and that just is not the truth. Though we are, as some have said, not beholden to city government, we are even more so invested because the citizens, we have to stand up to their scrutiny. And coming with that is there has to be a level of transparency. When I started my career almost 20 years ago, they phrased it different, but I'm gonna put it the way I put it. If you mess up, fess up. If there comes a time that you have colored outside the lines, you have to own it. And if somebody from our office has done something that is outside the lines, not only do we have to hold them accountable, but also we have to have a level of transparency with our citizens so they know that we are being responsible with the public trust that they've invested in us. So I believe it doesn't lower the bar. I believe that raises the bar. So in these almost 20 years of being in a sheriff's office, I have come to understand that just about everything we do is under the public eye. And if we want to, so trust is gained in drops and lost in buckets. And the Suffolk Sheriff's Office, the trust that we currently have with our citizens is because we are what we do, not what we said. And the relationship that we've been able to build with our citizens is because they realize not only that we are transparent if we fail, but also they realize that we are fully invested in the community. So I don't believe that gives us the ability to be autonomous just because we're elected officials. The citizens that we serve are the ones who give us that authority, and that is built off of relationship. And that public trust is one of the most important pieces of that relationship.
And Sergeant Summerall?
I'll give you an example of the type of independence that I think the sheriff's office has and the sheriff has. It is very, very important. So one of the best chiefs I ever served under was Andy. 2020, during all the rioting, during all the unrest, she held a public figure accountable for what they did. It was right what happened. She charged, had the office to charge the public official for the crime that she had committed. And the price that she paid for that was she's charging. So, and there's a whole bunch of other things that go along with it. You could talk about corruption in the system and so on and so forth. But Chief Green said, go ahead and hold her accountable for what she did. What she did was a crime, and we're going to charge her. So integrity. I mean, bucket loads of integrity. I can't even tell you. She lost her job for it. So as a sheriff, that doesn't matter. So long as you are doing the right thing, following the law, and taking care of your community, you have latitude. So if Sheriff Miles, for instance, had told me to go ahead and make that arrest, and if we were a full service office, and I made that arrest, and then these public officials and city council and some state leaders came down, he could stand up for that, or whoever that sheriff was could stand up against that pressure and say, hey, I'm an elected official too. What happened was right. You can't fire me. And so long as the people know that you're doing the right thing, so long as you're answerable to the people and in transparency, obviously, you're good. And if you take care of the citizens, if you take care of the people, every 4 years you get elected. It's when you start to do the wrong things, they start to see that lack of integrity. They don't see that transparency, that you'll lose that independence. So watch out. But to me, that's the biggest difference between, having that independence and not having that independence. I saw it firsthand, and you should have had that. Thank you.